Hiya! Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So, today, as you could tell from the title, we're going to be doing the Endwalker storyline of Hildibrand. So that's gonna be starting right back there. You can see the excitable youth. But if you haven't done the Hildibrand quests, I definitely recommend doing them. And apparently they're going to be required for whatever the next anima weapon, relic weapon, that's what they're called. Whatever the next one's going to be is you have to do Hildibrand for, so might as well get started on that. So, if you don't know what Hildibrand is, it starts as a level 50 quest about a gentleman named Hildibrand, and it's just like a really goofy side quest, but it's good. They didn't have Hildibrand for Shadowbringers, so we're going to see what happened to him from the end of Stormblood, because last I saw, I think he went into like a portal. Because that was when, it was like right after the bridge trial. Well, I guess it's always on a bridge, but the bridge in Kugane trial. So, let's see. It's the sleeping gentleman, the pungent Lalafell, can scarcely conceal his excitement. Why am I talking to a pungent Lalafell? Wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're that stone-cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment, a connection. Not like the one I've got with her, but of course, but I know I left an impression. Yeah, Sorry, little Lalafell. I don't remember you. I mean, this is true, considering how many blows I've taken to the head. Lucky I haven't forgotten my own name. Smells like cheese and followed Nashu to Kugane after stalking her for over 5 years? What? Did I miss that plotline? It has been a while. I don't remember any Lalafell, but I do remember Nashu going to Kugane. Smells like cheese. Hey, there's nothing creepy about my love. It's as pure as the pristine waters of a forest stream. Fair point about the cheese stink, though. But enough about me. This is about Miss Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then, huzzah, I found her here at Rasat Han. Normally, I'd be happy to get back to playing the silent, invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no signs of waking anytime soon. My Nashu has been fashioning all sorts of medicines in hopes of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu from her plight? You'll find her over at the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over an alembic. With that, I'll get back to cheering her on from the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go, quickly, save my beloved. I do not remember that Lalafell. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. That's fine. We're gonna go find Nashu, who's apparently over here. Oh, I see her. Off in the distance. Nashu. Makaraka. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And that should do it. Now to take this medicine and cutscene. Nashu. Core, Joe. It feels like it's been forever. Though definitely less than a year, I'm sure. What brings you to Razathan? Enjoying a spot of adventuring, or perhaps... I'm here to help. Then you've heard. It's true. Inspector Hildibrand's gone into hibernation again and... Ah, wait. You're giving me that look. The one that screams, what about the whole weird portal business? Alright, since you silently asked. So back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and was forced to whisk us all far away? Sure. I do remember the portal. How that strange rift then opened up, which the inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him in after that. Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, and so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the interspectoral rift, and then used the same trick to bring us home. Interspectoral. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score he had to settle. Not sure what that was about, but hey, you know Greg. Anyway, we're back now, but the rub is that Inspector Hildibrand hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep, but it's been an awfully long time, and we've got cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing if I can't make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work. You know, I am an alchemist. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra? What? Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Shakshoka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked into the rift along with us, former evil mastermind, not so bad once you get to know him. Is that his name? Jubraka. Not quite the same. Pleased I am to meet you once more, and under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I am Jubraka, chairman of the Sajatra concern. The what? Your distressful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us has not complicated enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whim? Pray you forgive me my poor joke, and allow me to assure you that after wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand that words alone would not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I have operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I made arrangements for Miss Nashu's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildibrand awakened and returned to full health. Okay, and with that, if you would excuse me, I must see to other business. I don't really remember why he's important. Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? But that's right. I had just finished my latest medicine. I've got high hopes for this new recipe. Suppose I ought to get a look at the Manderville man himself. By all means. The inspector is resting in a room up in Kama. Awake or asleep, I'm sure he'd enjoy your company. Let's go. Awake or asleep. Are those her little ball? I don't know if I trust the medicine that Nashu makes. I have to go. Well, that's fine. I can fast travel. Isu. But it has been a long time since the Hildibrand quest. It's been a whole expansion. Because like I said, they didn't have any quests for Shadowbringers. Because of how the story is for Shadowbringers, it wouldn't really make sense, I guess. But inside here? It is inside here. Nashu! Why is he sleeping like that? Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra's taking care of everything, even paid the rent in full. But I'm distracting you, aren't I? You need to concentrate while you examine the inspector, yes? Study the sleeping inspector, Hildibrand. You may move the camera as well as zoom out. Target section. Okay. I have to... How do I... space. Rugged features belie what is, at closer glance, the sensitive mien of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. His leg. The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear are a design unique to House Manderville. These shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only on the rarest of occasions does the man resort to violence. Troublingly, his limbs are stiff and cool to the touch, as if the blood runs cold in his veins. He has cold hands. The Spectre's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the Scions who were summoned to the First for a time. Oh, we go back to the First? Oh, finished already. Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector? He's soulless husk. I suspect he may have been summoned to another reflection. Which is true, we did see the heroes, I guess. Because he was in the one dungeon as a summon. Although I think it was a rare thing to see. I see. I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? How do we wake him up? I go to the First. Return his soul to his body, but where did it go? And what is it doing there? Good question. Probably went to the First to become the gentleman of darkness, as you do. Yep. I see. Right. So can you go there? Yeah. Great. In that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue and chat with people there. That's standard agent of inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildibrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep or having forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry, I prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it, and with that, do take care out there. I don't know if I want Nashu's medicine. Alright, to the Crystarium. Okay. Man, getting to go back to the Crystarium after all this time. I want this. So we need to go... Is this closer? I think the pendants is... They're both like the same distance, but... It's fine. Yeah. Crystarium's nice. I wish we had more reason to come back here, but... It was... all Yule more. Leonard! Welcome back, friend. I'd offer you a pint, but my barman's sense tells me that's not why you're here. Hello, Ayumi. So this friend of yours has gone missing. Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travelers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? Hume, burly, wears a monocle. Well-meaning idiot. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yes, that sounds familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling the horde of spectral warriors. Jion! Jion! Come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. That's so. Make it quick. This ale isn't gonna drink itself. Jion! If it ain't Gel, what brings you back to our neck of the woods? Now that you mention it, I did see someone like that, back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. First, I thought he was going to attack me like the rest of the spirit Hoosits, but no, he just stood there, striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me, damned if I could tell. Yeah. I'm fine. How are you? Still, he was glowing, and I wasn't about to take any chances, so I said, "Hey, piss off, ghost," and sent him packing. Beat him up. Did he die, you ask? To which I say, what am I? A chirurgian? Also, kept my mug waiting long enough. Good talk. Okay, bye, Gio. Could it be? The Warrior of Darkness? Who? Whomst? I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. Been searching for him for some time now. He's a poser. There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Vonard and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We've little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm, if you discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behavior might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Vonard. Jill's come back to track down a missing friend. Man, this is the "is Hildibrand my friend" question. Your miscreant, I regret to say, might be my friend. If the man you're looking for might be one and the same, then why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. It would be an honor and a great help. We're just about to leave to gather testimony as it happens. Come and join us in Sullen? Okay, when you've finished here, we'll solve this mystery in no time. Sullen? Am I supposed to know where that is? I mean, they said Lakeland. Sullen? What? Huh. Okay, I mean, it's the place we've only really gone to once to unlock a dungeon, right? You don't really go over there a lot. That's fine. Let's go outside. Which mount do I get? Oh, Kieran. And I can see Sullen from here. I think. No, maybe not. It's this way-ish. It's hard to tell in this rain. Is that it? Yeah, it has to be here. I think. Surely. Surely it's here. Alright, I need testimony. It's, this way. Hello, sullen elder. Oh, that fellow. I saw him the other day on the way home from Clearmelt. I'd enjoyed one too many libations after my bath and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low and the sky turning dark. I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. Then I felt a gentle tug at my arm. And would you believe it, this odd-looking man led me out of the forest and sent me back on the road. I thanked him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck this pose and walked off. Yeah. Sure is Hildibrand. Oh, is this sullen villager? Oh yeah, there's the dungeon. Did I see him? You bet I did. I was crossing through the forest of the Lost Shepherd on my way to deliver fish to the Ostel Imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt in front of me. Thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, put his fist to his head as if to say, I don't know, it was baffling. I ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else. Okay. Curled his neck and put his fist on his head. Huh. Right, sullen woman. Why yes, I saw someone like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fell beasts lurk in the forest and that I should be wary. Contrary to appearances, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly. Quite gentlemanly, huh? Wonder who it could be. What did you find? Finished questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? He's in the forest. Not only has the poser caused no harm, he's even helped people? So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say, but there's no reason to doubt what we heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? And that's where we'll look next, shall we? Alright. Forest of the Lost Shepherd. Just right in the middle of it, I guess. Oh yeah, because this is all water. Wait, it's this way. Getting distracted. Oh no. Were there always iguanas here? Maybe there were. Alright. We can talk to Vonard. On the other hand, some folks might argue a suspicious gentleman is more dangerous than a man more blatant in his villainy. This gentlemanliness could well be a ruse to mask all kinds of evil intentions. Fair point. Although, I don't think Hildibrand knows how to be evil. Hilly. Well, here we are. But how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods. Leave it to me? What am I gonna do? Gesticulate? Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the Warrior of Darkness. Show us what you've got in mind and we'll back you up to the best of our ability. Oh, I don't know if you want to do that if it's the dance. Perform the Manderville Mambo. Oh, the Manderville or the Mambo, though. I like the Manderville Mambo more. Complete with sound effects. You said you'd back me up. Where's your dance? You even changed it today. Hark! What familiar gentlemanly gyrations are these? Is he part Sin Eater? How did I know? I was like, pale. What happened? Oh, right. He had makeup on when he went through the portal, didn't he? Light Warden, the Forgiven Gentleman. Oh, no. So, did he just get wings then? But not be able to fly? I can see why people were suspicious of him. On your guard, it's a Sin Eater. No, wait, that's no Sin Eater. It's my friend. It's Hildibrand. Hildibrand? Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? I am the Forgiven Gentleman, Devourer of Sins, Light Warden extraordinaire. You're not a Sin Eater. You're Hildibrand, the Gentleman Inspector. Time to throw Nashu's medicine at him. Inspector, Sin Eater, Inspector, Sin Eater. You're acquainted with this, gentleman? Unfortunately. Let me do this for you. Right then. Clearly, your friend has been through a lot, but still, how did he get it in his head that he's a Sin Eater? Is there no way to bring back his memories? Nashu's medicine? Nashu's medicine. Explosives? We're still trying to save him, right? Yeah. Oh, he's faster than me. It's just volleyball. Set me. I'm living out my high-Q fantasies. Let's close her back to its normal color. Wicked White, we've killed him. He's fine. Although, the last time Hildibrand saw me, I was a cat boy, I think. So, suddenly there's a bunny. I say, Jell, I had resigned myself to Nashu's ungentle methodology, but you too, my brutish friend. But never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple. Yeah, if only the world was more like this. Previously, I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering the bizarre, shadowy realm known as the Interspectoral Rift. Oh, hey, everyone gets to have a vision with me. Yeah. Champions from beyond the rift. There he is. Where am I? Who am I? It's Giot. He looks so menacing. This big smile. Like, just imagine that you're Geo. You're like walking down the path and then suddenly this guy shows up in front of you. That sickening like, that aggressive posturing. I know what you are. You're one of them, ain't you? What you need is a good old-fashioned dwarven decking. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Hildibrand. Piss off, ghost. Gee, it's a job well done. How long was he like that? It's like a fish. Just attack him. Or flee. Both are valid. Run for your lives! It's a sin eater! Away it flies. A sin eater? And that's how he became a sin eater? What? They're probably so confused. I'll be damned. Saw a vision of the man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a sin eater. I saw it too. It was quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. Answer me, my faithful assistant. Where are we? And why is it so purple? We're on the first. It's different from the source. The first? The first what? Are you telling me we somehow traveled to an entirely different world? Yes. Good gods, to think I have transcended the very boundaries of time and space. But worry not, my adoring fans. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. Okay. I feel so sorry for these two for having to come with me. Alright, Hildibrand. A soulful reunion. Hildibrand is back and full of spectral beans. Beans? Okay. Well, while I've enjoyed the... Oh man, I can't read. While I've enjoyed what time I've spent in this far-flung first that I can remember, we should be getting back to our own world soon. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? Soul crystal things. Restore my soul with a spirit vessel. Say no more. Your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. It's not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee, which means our task is clear. We require the services of a skilled soul sommelier? Sommelier? A what? Yeah, a soul sommelier named Becklug. Splendid. See that even in this world you rub shoulders with the cream. Let us pay this Becklug a visit. I'm not sure what you're plotting to do with souls, but if you require Becklug's assistance, we can help. Aye, they've aided us time and again, and I reckon they do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. Okay. This way. Look at the crystal tower. It's so tall. I can't imagine trying to climb all the way to the top. I mean, I guess you kind of do that in the raids. They just skip a lot of steps. Oh, in I go. Alright, cabinet. Right. Maybe it would have been better to teleport. These are all NPCs? Huh. Interesting. Alright. So, go here. Cabinet. Over to the cabinet. Surprised they're in here and not in the, tower. If you're ready, I'll call for Becklug. Cutscene! Ah, I see. Hello, I'm back. Ah, the genius soul sommelier. You've come highly recommended by Gel. What an adorable little puppy you have. A Neo? Soul what? Puppy? I beg your pardon, but there seems to be some confuse. Puppy? Who is this imbecile, Gel? I've half a mind to make him dig a hole so I can throw him in it. Huh. But I presume he is a friend of yours, and one in need, no less. I mean, he hasn't seen a new mole before, so... What? Another of your friends that needs to be sent back to the source? Have you forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do it the last time? Yet you waltz in here and ask me this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat. His case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were. We'll need another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? No. Maybe? Entrusted to you by the Crystal Exarch, you say? If only he knew how you were using it. Oh, I guess he did give us one. I thought it had... Well, I guess we did use it. So it would be empty now? Fortunately, I have a Porksy on hand. We've been using it to treat patients at risk of transforming into eaters, but I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he is lacking in resilience, there's a chance his will not survive, that his very essence will be rent asunder. After what he's lived through, it would be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. It is true. Haha, Jill knows me all too well. I assure you, my good sommelier, who is most certainly not a dog, you needn't worry for Hildibrand Heliodor Maximilian Manderville. Or Helidor. Yes, I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried, and they have. Come along then, Hildy, I can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 thanks. Simply point me to the soul siphon and I shall hop right in. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted. Yeah, it's a understandable reaction. Oh, back already. You will be pleased to know that the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need to do is to take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. He should awaken immediately with his soul and memories intact. Well, I don't know about his memories. If there's nothing else, Vonard and I should be getting back to our duties. It was a pleasure, Jel, if all too brief. I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but I'm glad I was there for it. Till we meet again, Rest assured that Thaler and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence. Alright, good luck. And then we teleport back to Raz-Atan. Alright. Raz-Atan. Oh, I should see what daily, if I did my weeklies. And by weeklies I mean Aglaya. I do not remember if I did. But that is fine. Alright, yeah, where's his body? What'd you do to it? You're back, and not a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands. The inspector's soul is in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem now. The inspector's body has gone missing. How do you lose a body that can't move? We went to the markets to do some shopping, and when we came back, he was nowhere to be seen. I double-checked that every door was locked before we left. There's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in. We've got a case on our hands, the case of the evaporating inspector. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, let's start looking for witnesses. Okay. Hello, did you see this nearly dead man walking? Did I see anyone get carried out of that house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock-taking to make note of any comings or goings. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. Alright, what about you? I didn't see anyone carry a person out of that house, no. But I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy he strained to lift it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now that you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. Is that the man? He wouldn't still be here, would he? Ah, there you are. This man says he has vital information that'll help us in our investigation. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Delian, Editor-in-Chief of the Thavnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena of our isle. Okay. Your companion shared with me the news of your friend's disappearance. I happen to know precisely who is behind the incident, but I fear you may not like the answer, for the kidnapper is not of this star. Excuse me? They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse. They descend in curious saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our buildings, our very bodies. You're saying he got abducted by aliens? You shudder, no doubt, as you realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could, and it is. Your dear friend the inspector has been abducted by aliens. Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand us better. You poor deluded child. That they do, but to what end? Why else? That they might one day take over our world. Oh, the cheese lalas in the bushes. What is worse, they plot to do so with the aid of collaborators, for the Charlians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information on our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their regime. So the Loperates. The final days was also the work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos, that our world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. I'd hoped the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them to abandon their ambitions. But it would seem events have only emboldened them, if they are indeed carrying out abductions here in Razathan. Even as we speak, your friend lays prone in a sterile bed in their base in the surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. But I have said too much. I must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our world is at stake. I don't know how much I trust this guy, Nashu. Oh no, that sounded awful. We have to go to the moon and save the inspector at once. I think he was a few materia short of a full meld. That's a new insult. So you don't think the inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? But if not them, then who's probing him? No one. No one's probing him. A man carrying a suspiciously large sack. That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around. Nashu's accompanying you. Wow. Oh, there's a talking point. Alright. We get to talk to Nashu. Nashu Makaraka. Alright, Nashu. What do you have to say? The Arcus Sadara. The elephant people? Periga and his family are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and long snouts, too. Longer than anyone I've ever met in Eorzea. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Very long snouts. There's a lookout point there. The man with the sack. Indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He descended to Alzdal's path, then went over to the fountain, where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a hefty sack it was, my mind was racing with the possibilities of what it might contain. It had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down that merchant. Okay. Oh, she actually followed me. I'm surprised. Oh, look at this fountain, Nashu. It's incredible, isn't it? It reminds me of the giant statue of Lord Godbird at the Gold Saucer. How? Once the inspector's back on his feet, we'll have to show him. How does this remind you of Godbert? Okay. Oh, Nashu, you strange, strange cat girl. A man with a large sack. Ha! You bet I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chocobo. First, I told him to get lost. That bird and I go way back and so forth, but he was in a hurry and his offer was very generous. When you're in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental. And now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos. Did he say where he was planning to go next? He was muttering something about having to get to Saltwind's Welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. It's a long way to go on foot, never mind the sack. Did you hear that, Shell? We need to head to Saltwind's Welcome right away. Okay, you run. I'll teleport. Where do I need to go? Which way's... I guess the gray work is faster. Although not by much. I do need to do my beast tribe. Or, I'm sorry, my tribe quests. Today as well. Although I'm not really in that much of a rush to do them. Because they're already sworn? Yeah, so it's just getting them to blood sworn. Hello. Hey look, it's the stupid cheese Lala back there. Here we are, which means the mysterious man with the mysterious sack must be near. And keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Over there, that man is definitely up to no good. Maybe he's waiting for a co-conspirator. We should stay out of sight and watch what happens. It's been waiting a long time. That's that guy. Chupacabra. Ah, Mr. Chupacabra, but he expressly told us he had put the evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he? The goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well, your payment as promised. He has a tattoo over his scales. My client will be most pleased. From the ocean? What is that? Oh no, is he going to feed the inspector to that giant sea monster? It is an honor and a pleasure as always, Dr. Lugue. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction. So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world, the Manderville man. None other. He has weathered countless explosions and a multitude of martial abuses, including a devastating suplex I myself did witness. It is even said he survived a journey to Dolomite itself and survived the Lesser Moon's fall with nary a scratch. Most fortunately for us, he has fallen into a coma from which I am assured he will never awake. You're free to do with his body as you please. Wee-hee-hee. Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight while asleep. Those meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy in the Tower of Babel. My next child will be all but invincible. With this body, mine to command, I'll exact a bloody, glorious revenge. Ahem. Forgive me my boldness, Dr. Luye. But when might I expect the rest of my payment? I have debts that must be repaid. Worry not. With the Telephoroi gone for good, the vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. I shall shower you with wealth, my loyal minion. And gladly shall I accept the spoils, Doctor, and resolve never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I will suffer no comeuppance. Surely this time. No, not you. Not now. Bah, I must away. No, Hildibrand. Wait, Dr. Lugue, my payment. Wake up, Inspector. Huh? Throwing it with pinpoint accuracy? bet it has to touch him. Well, it certainly touched him. Could it be? The world's no longer purple. Stop moving, damn you. You're supposed to be the comatose centerpiece of my glorious revenge. Oh. Press the button. Mummy! Oh, and away he goes. Is he gonna go to the moon? He didn't quite make it to the moon. Not again. And we all run out of the way. Oh, and there's the cheese Lala. No! Oh no. Explosive. I mean, Hildibrand's surely okay. Right? Yeah, surely. You're getting a lot of use out of this animation. I say, that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to. More importantly, after a brief detour, I find myself in my own world once more. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistants, but rejoice, for Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Oh. And he gets taken away by aliens. Isn't that the UFO from, like, was it 8? Or am I thinking of something different? Oh no, the Hamsa. Not the Hamsa. We're not gonna do anything about it. Oh, goodbye. Wait, Inspector! I knew it! An alien abduction! And to think I would have the chance to witness one with my own eyes. This month's issue of the Thavnarian Truth shall be the best one yet. Oh no. Well, and just when I thought we finally had the inspector back, off he went, and then came back, and then floated off again. Well, I'm sure he'll be back eventually. Right? I mean, we're supposed to have the Hildibrand quest as our relic weapon, aren't we? Are we gonna go to space? I know it's not the first time that he's taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. Still, there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Razathan. Okay. Poor Nashu. Poor Hildibrand. Poor Godbert. It's just like Hildibrand's family. They're just like, oh, we thought our son was dead. Oh, he's alive again. Oh, and he's gone. Oh, Inspector, why have you left me again? And where have you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant, Nashu, will solve the mystery of your disappearance. Again. And don't you worry, Jel. As soon as I have a new lead, you'll be the first to know. Till next time. How are you gonna get a lead on the alien spaceship? Unless we get abducted ourselves. I wouldn't mind. Meanwhile, in Mare Lamentorum, oh no, on the moon... it only wanted the Hamses? There it is. Apologized. Didn't you have to, like, give it an item or something in 8? I don't quite remember. With astute minds and explosive panache, he'll find the crime, crack the case in a flash. Oh no. See you, Inspector. Oh, and it took cheese, Lala. I remember watching a Let's Play of 8, like, a while ago. So that's why I kind of know about, like, the alien and such. Because it was, like, a 100% Let's Play. But... it's, the game itself was okay. Strangely enough, I'm not like a big Final Fantasy fan. I like 14. I liked the remake of 3. And I liked Revenant Wings, which was a spin-off or side game of 12. So, you know, it's the one FF where I dislike all of the cast. Who was the cast? It was Squall. And, oh yeah. Yeah, it was like a pretty bad cast. That's true. You had Mr. Emo Boy lead. And it's just whatever. Played well, but 11's a MMO, so that's fine. But what have I played? I tried playing 6, and I got halfway through, and I just didn't care, so I stopped playing. That's all I remember of 6. It's like I remember the characters. So it was like Terra, and Locke, it's like Edgar, Sabin, Shadow's dog. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone's like, oh, but 6 is so good. Yeah. Maybe if I replayed it now, I might like it more. But I'm not into like the old Final Fantasy style. That's probably why I liked 3, like the remake of 3 more. Because that's the artist that I like. The same one who did like Bravely Default. I also like the characters for 3. I did not play 4 or 5. Don't even know who the characters are. I think Cecil's one of them. Is Kane in the same game or is he a different game? I don't know. 7, I've been watching Let's Plays because it's not a game that I think I would play. The 7 remake. The characters are okay. I'm waiting to see Vincent, basically. 8, I didn't care. 9, I never played, but as far as I know, best girl is the Dragoon. Freya? Which one was 10? Oh, 10 was the one that I didn't care about. And people get angry about that. But I tried. I just didn't like any of the characters. I liked the beginning of 10 too, more than 10, because of the dress sphere system. And then 11's the MMO. 12, I probably played more than 6 or 10. But I definitely did not like most of the cast of 12. Because I liked Balthier and Fran, and then I liked the Lord Larsa. That's all I remember. I feel like there was like an early on chest in 12 that you're supposed to not open, so then you can get something better later on. And I'm just like, that's bad game design. Because no one's going to know that unless they have like a guide. But place 12 for fun. But I did like Revenant Wings. Revenant Wings was fun. I don't know if I fully... No, I remember seeing like an ending cutscene for it. They did away with that in the remake? Oh, well that's good. I don't think I'm gonna play it though. But I'm glad they added like Fran and then Balthier's clothes in this one. What else have I played? Oh, I have played some of the Tactics Advance. I didn't finish either of them, but there's 6 chests you're not supposed to open if you want to get the best lance in the game. Oh, good. Always good. It's even worse than Judith's quest line in Vesperia. Oh yeah, speaking of Vesperia, I need to talk to Lime. Because I think we're in the last third-ish of the game. Yeah, we were playing it a while ago, and then we just kind of stopped because of things happening. So, I have to figure out. The first castle. Yeah. You know, I guess while I'm here, let me check. I did not do my Aglaya. So, let me do my Aglaya really quick. Oh, I got in real quick. Yeah, if you're gonna do Alliance Raid, by the way, go on DPS. DPS are healer and solo queue, because it'll be faster. Don't greed too hard. Listen, I'm a samurai. All I can do is greed. Oh, me. Oh no, there's another samurai. Will the dancer choose me, though? I got into a Nier. Oh, they did not choose me. But I was in Nier for my roulette yesterday. And the dancer partnered with the Reaper because the Reaper had more health than me. And then the Reaper was dying like every pull multiple times. So finally by like the third boss, the like tank, they swapped over to me. Cause I'm consistent. I don't really die. Although I am also like a safe gamer, so. Did my... Oh, it did go off. You get to see my samurai gameplay. Oh, what happened to the red mage? Oh, did they get clipped by the tank buster? Oh. No, why it spin? It's fine. I feel like people really overthink this part. Also, I feel like a bit of lag, which is a little unfortunate. Why is everyone over there? They're going to get hit. So confused. My DPS are surprisingly confident. Most of them. Oh no. Well, at least it doesn't have the zappy things. Why are they running? Oh, my hotbars. My hotbars are, well, they make sense to me. Oh. It's like, where's that laser coming from? And which way is he going? Okay, what do I want from here? Probably the dancer top? I think. Yeah, I think I also don't have the dancer hat. But I actually need the top for... and the hat for gear. Oh, you know, there's 0 Astros in one of each tank. It's interesting. Yeah, I sure don't know what hats are. If only. Like, I go to try on the Wimbles, because that's what the hats are called. Nothing. What's the point? Wimble. I do like the music here, though. Oh. I think someone fell off. They sure did. I could vaguely see it as they zoomed past me. Side should be safe. Yeah. Because it's always the opposite. And then this is the paunchy one. Paunchy one. I'm so bad at dumping my Kenki because I'm so used to having Kaiten? Was it Kaiten, the buff move? No, I'm just always full gauge all the time. Oh, stay away from me. Why is the tank standing with the group? Please. I'm scared. Aww. I'm a safe gamer. Oh. I cry. But I am the safe gamer. I already have those pants. That's fine, because I have the Asphodelos pants for Dancer. What I need is the top. Even though the top I'm pretty sure looks ugly. The top. Whee. Look at that style. All of them style points. If you ever wonder what I'm doing during raid, things like that. Although not as much on Paladin. But definitely when I'm on, like, DPS. It's like, man, I could be really cool by dashing out and dashing back in here. Does it work? You know, most of the time. It works, except when it doesn't. Oh, look, it's Fio. It's about looking cool, yeah, see? You get it. You don't look cool, what's the point? Don't be like me. Okay. I've gone out to hit the positional before. It's about safely hitting positionals, you know? No. Maybe. Yes, you're supposed to safely hit positionals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Hmm. Hmm. 1, 2, 5, 4. Pew-pew. Alright, here they go. Which way will the tank go? Tank will go this way. Is it time for the triangle? Triangle. And I'm not on summoner this time, so I can kind of do it. Can I? Some people got burns. Make sure you heal them. Where are they going? I can't even see. Oh, we have an extra reser. Should be fine. Alright. We're gonna be the other counting. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. We gotta go where the tank goes. Where will the tank go? Over here. Oh. Went back to hit a positional and there was a tank there. Definitely not what you want to see. Okay, and this is the harder one. Can you figure out where you need to go? It's this way. Did it. It's actually a very, very easy mechanic. Reaper legs, samurai top. I already have those. Well, I have the top. Oh, our red mage was new. Who went in? My thing didn't go off. Just hanging out back here. I wasn't going to risk it. They were fine without me. Aw. I don't think I've ever gotten the blue following you before. And of course, the first time I get it, it's when I'm on Samurai. I'm surprised they survived. Why does he turn right when I'm trying to hit a positional? Where's my arm's length? Oh, that might have been too early. No, it wasn't too early. It was like very close though. Oh, 2 knockbacks? Alright. Oh. I think they had stepped in the edge. Because there was definitely no damage going out. Oh, hey, it's me. Oh no. I must stand right here next to my body. Yeah. Bunnies are already like tall. I find it funny when the Lala is chosen. Just because then they're normal people sized. But that would be kind of terrifying if that happened normally. It's like all the Lalas became the other race's height. It'd be like giant toddlers. No. Why? Why always me? Oh, don't come this way. My controller isn't always doing the buttons that I choose. Which is a little worrying, but... yeah, this is the new controller. Let's see, don't need that, don't need that, don't need any of these, so I guess I'm coming back in here at some point. Who do I come? Sure, you. Oh, back Genshin and rating? No. Oh, hey, look, they have a Dark Knight sword. Hey, I got in the balance. Anyone need in the balance? I have an extra copy now. Yeah, I guess I want to stay here. No, take it from me. Alright, I'll go to my house. At some other point. Unless you want to hop over right now and I can hand it to you. But, you know, I was kind of expecting more Hildibrand story, but it was only 2 quests. Well, I guess it did say it was only 2 quests in the patch preview, but I'm gonna jump on another day. Okay. Then that is where we're going to call it for today. So, it was nice seeing Hildibrand again. It's always some nice little antics. I'm curious to see where it's gonna go from there, since it looks like we're gonna be going to Mare Lamentorum. And how it's gonna tie into the alien from Final Fantasy VIII. Unless that's what the relic weapon is. You don't think? I mean, it could be. Just like weird alien-looking weapons. You know, what I really want? Like, I'm all for the relic weapons that look nice and cool. I just want joke weapons that have, like, a nice rainbow effect on them. Please. Just give me a dumb samurai sword. Because all the samurai swords look the same. Just something. I don't know. Like, little cat toy like Estelle has in Vesperia. Just give me that as a sword. But rainbow. It has to have a rainbow effect. Just make the gold saucer weapons. I guess. I'm not that much of a fan of the gold saucer weapons, though. Just because... oh, because, like, I'm fine with the sword, but I don't like the sheath for the katana. Man, I mean, they could make, like, actual gold weapons as well. But, I don't know. Hopefully they're not too, like, shiny silver metallic. like how a UFO looks. Because you can make it look good, but I don't know if they will. It's the problem. But for that, we will just have to see. But for now, that is all we're going to do for tonight. I don't think there's any other quests. Let me just check. I don't think we got any other new quests, like quest lines. And so that probably won't be till 6.2, which is late August. So I'll find something else to do. We'll probably take a break from Final Fantasy. Yeah. Oh, this is patch 6.15. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But yes, for now, that is all we're going to do for tonight. Thank you for coming out, and I hope you enjoyed seeing Hildibrand again as much as I did. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye for now.